In a world full of SJWs, Hollywood celebrities and ists and phobes, a world where natural selection seems to be taking a siesta, a world where your favourite franchises are being butchered to death by people like this, in a world where it seems that all is lost, I give you Friday Night
Greetings, my name is Nigel and I welcome you to my channel Salad Cream Boy. Today I'll be reviewing the hit livestream YouTube show Friday Night Tights. Now, there are literally thousands upon thousands of review videos being uploaded to YouTube every single day. I guarantee you that if you just put something into YouTube search, there is going to be at least one review video about it. So as you can imagine, it would take something, nay, someone, quite special to stand above the crowd these days. Today, I'm not just going to be talking about one of those people, I'm going to be talking about a whole group of these YouTubists. Okay, can you just do me a favour? Can you just leave in the comments below what you think a group of YouTube content creators should actually be called? You know, like a herd or flock or something like that. Today, I'll be talking about one particular group of YouTubists that star and host a show called Friday Night Tights. Separately, these guys have their own channels, but every Friday night, see, it's not just a clever name, they come together and have a go at it for about 5 hours each week. You see, it's kind of like the MCU, each character has their own franchise in its own right, but it's really the Avengers movies that people really want to see, and Friday Night Tights is no different. It really should be called the Friday Night Avengers. Well, that's if Mickey Mouse would actually let them. So, without any further ado, let's begin with a few introductions.
So first up we have Gary Bugler from Nerdrotic.com, who's the leader of the pack. He's also rumoured, and I need to check my sources here, to have owned his own comic book store. With Nerdrotic being the home channel of the show, I think it's only fair to refer to him as the Captain America of the group, except he wasn't frozen in ice to get to the present day. He's come the long way round, yet he still has some issues with modern technology.
Audio's low on all guests.
On all guests?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What the hell? Hang on, I'll fix that.
You know, when I turned everything on,
I turned everything on. I thought I had it going.
He's not loud enough. My ears are sensitive.
This brings me on to Odin, from Odin's movie blog. The one thing that you get to know about Odin is, well, he likes him some pizza. He also likes to go to the movies to see, well, movies. I was trying to think of a good Avenger name for him, but well, his name says it all. He's got to be Thor, of course. Next we have Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. He'd have to be the Tony Stark of the group. His channel has come together with Nerdrotic to produce Friday Night Tights. Though Gary does have a massive wit in his own right, Jeremy is more of the tech guy with his Nintendo and gaming reviews. He's also a long-time standing Star Wars fan. Then of course we have Az from Heelsvsbabyface. Oh, we do love you, Az. He has got to be the Hulk of the group, except you really do want to see him angry. I'll get to that later. Az has recently identified himself as bi-weekly. He also seems to be half clown and half hot dog. The reason for the clown part is that there's a running joke on the show that we're living in a clown's world. Air horns are provided. And also the fact that he has randomly started painting himself up as a clown on the show. Makeup, silly wig, everything. And the hot dog bit, well, he dressed up as a hot dog one day.
Go around the horn and we'll start with the English hot dog man, identity unknown, who has decided to bless us with his presence because now he's bi-monthly. Hi, Az!
Wow. That is fantastic.
Oh my God.
I am the hot dog man.
We were not prepared for that.
Where did you get that?
Who is this man? Do you know his identity? I don't know. Who could he be? I am Hot Dog Man. I have come here from the planet Hot Dog.
Wow.
Is this your Fall Guys outfit?
This is my Fall Guys character.
What more explanation do you need? Next we've got Comix Devision. Not much is really known about this guy because he does all his standalone videos as an animated character, and the fact that he likes to spell comics with an X for some reason. we won't hold that against him. And well, in most if not all of the Pierry Chan movies, get to that bit later as well, kinda comes off slightly creepy.
Dave Filoni.
Hey.
But we love him all the same.
Also, I'd like to give a shout out for a couple of honourable mentions. We have Lady Gravemaster, who is the producer of the Nerdrotic channel for Gary. She could be Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Mariah Hill, or should I say Maria Hill. Again, leave in the comments if you already know about the show, who you think she would be in the Avengers. She seems like a cool, reasonable, down-to-earth type of chick, and she really does have her head screwed on. She even has her own channel now. Again, link is in the description below. The other honourable mention, and the last one in this video, this guy has been made as much a part of the show as any other host or guest that has appeared on Friday Night Tights. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the great Pierry Chan. He has got to be the Doctor Strange of the group, because to be quite honest with you, the work he puts into his videos and with all his creations, it's nothing short of magic. In fact, the intro to Friday Night Tights is actually one of his work. Not only am I going to leave a link in the description for his channel, I'm also going to leave a link for, to be quite honest with you, one of his greatest work to date, the Filoning Part1-4. In fact, all of the footage that I have in this video, apart from the outtakes from the live show and that bit of the part that I made myself, it's actually all of his work. And by the way, Mr. Chan, thank you so much for letting me use it. Oh, and I actually forgot to mention, just randomly, just a shout out for Drunk 3PO. Just because. Right then, with the introductions out the way, let's move on to the review. So the highlight of my week used to be the next episode of Star Trek or Doctor Who. That was back in the day when shows actually used to be good. Today, Friday night not only marks the end of the working week and the start of the weekend, it also means that I get to sit down or lie down with a glass of wine, or maybe 7, maybe start working on my next YouTube video, but more importantly, I get to lie back and enjoy a good dose of Friday Night Tights. On this channel, I try to make recommendations for what might help with anxiety and depression, because to be quite honest, I've got it myself. It's not as bad as I used to have it, but still have it. And I'm just hoping that what has helped with me in the past and what is working now will hopefully work for you. Again, I'm not a medical professional, I'm just a guy that is giving you a few tips on what's helped him. So when I recommend this show, I really do think that this could actually help. It's something that you can just lie down and relax with, drift off. I drift off to it many nights. And honestly, there's quite a few instances where I fell asleep laughing. No joke. And yeah, it really does relax me to drift off. It's just something there to have in the background at the very least. So one of the things that I've been told about being a really good YouTuberist is that you also need to be an entertainer. Which yeah, is something that I'm still practicing at. But God, let me tell you, these guys entertain. Whether it be Odin giving Gary a hard time about him being old in his old Gary voice, which I so love to hear every single week, or whether it's Az dressing up in his many outfits, or going off on a tangent with his Yorkshire accent. These guys are just hilarious. And not to mention when there's a new Pierry Chan clip that comes out, these guys are the first ones on it, and they don't fail to put it in at least the start of the show, or they'll just do it within the chat. It isn't just the core team either, there are a good selection of guests that come on every week. And it seems to be centered just around a few guys having the chat about the week, and girls, Lady Gravemaster, and the world of entertainment. Okay, there are times it gets a bit heavy and sometimes a bit heated, but to be quite honest, all the more fun for Pierry Chan to have with. Again, watch the Filoning, it's amazing. All is covered on Friday Night Tights, whether it be the good, the bad or the woke. But actually, that's a good thing. If there's any content out there that is really that bad, these guys will call it out. And boy, do they do it with class. Let me tell you, there are times where I've literally laughed myself to sleep. One of the things that you won't find on these videos is BS. These guys really don't mess around with their opinions. They use constructive arguments to get their points across, and the beauty of it all is the fact that because it's a team effort, you get many different points of view, so it allows you to form your own opinion on things. It just so happens that I agree with a lot of stuff that they say, because they really do make sense. They have something that a lot of people don't seem to have these days, and it's something to be desired. What's those two words? Ah, yeah, sorry, that's it. Common sense. So yeah, these guys just leave you to make your own mind up, and they don't beat you over the head with a load of agenda. All they're doing is having a chat about things, giving their opinion, and that's it. And they'll always defend your right to have an opinion, just as long as you're not beating it over someone else's head. Anyway, it's like I always say, at the end of the day, it gets dark.